So this is a drill that we like to do to help the kids, help the throwers understand the concept of sprinting through the circle. A lot of times coaches are still teaching a very rotational aspect to the discus endo or rotational shot, and while it is called rotational shot, it's still very linear from the back of the circle entering through to the finish of the throw. So a lot of coaches don't really necessarily get that, and this is one of the drills that we do to get them to understand the speed that it takes to get through the circle, but then also how to maintain balance and also how to hit power positions. So let's take a look at Annika here. So we're actually walking through the circle, walking to the circle, and then speeding up as we get there. What I want to see is, as they're coming into the circle here, her eyes right here. So her eyes and her hip are driving, I guess you could say, let's change that. Let's say they're driving out towards the field. Sorry, that's not meant to be a right arrow. It's meant to be out towards the field. But her eyes and hip are headed out towards the field. You can see even here, see how she's throwing that right hip? She's also trying to focus on getting on top of this right toe, as well as getting a real good push off that back foot to get onto that right toe. So you can see the fact that she's airborne here, and that's what you're going to see out of all the great discus and to be honest, rotational shot putters, is that as they turn around the corner, as they get out around that left out of the back, they're actively pushing or sprinting off that left foot into the center of the ring, and they actually get airborne for a second. And some of the best ones, if you watch Perkovich, if you watch Malchowski, if you watch Krauser, any of the great throwers, they are getting airborne through the center of the circle out of the back. They're being very active, and they are sprinting through the circle to get onto that right toe. So that's what we do with this drill, is we're trying to actually get some push out of the back, have them understand the speed and power it takes to get out of the back and get onto that right toe. One thing I don't like Annika does here is that she actually lands flat-footed. Very difficult, though, to hold, anywhere from, I guess you could say, 150 to 280 pounds, depending on the thrower and their size, hold that up on the toe. But you want to be in a position to be able to at least rotate on that toe. But she hits a really nice power position here. She gets that front block foot down, and she holds her position. So if we take a look at this whole thing right from start to finish, you see the activity right here: push, drive, turn, block. Push, drive, turn, block. Okay, so this is a great drill to try. You can do this at home. You can do this anywhere in your driveway. You can do it in the circle, obviously. But think of the throw as being linear once you get out around that left.